Hello, this is Brother Mike, and this video is about expanding a single page interaction to multiple pages. We've had some questions about this in the past, so I thought I'd make a video about it. This really helps if you're trying to make a course that's 508 compliant, or if you just have a lot of content in your interaction. And so, first thing we need to do to get started is open up the Lectora file. So we'll give that just a quick second to do that. Okay, so this interaction just got one page, 6 different tabs, and so the first thing that we need to do in the Lectora file is to create a new chapter. And this way we can keep all of our pages together and keep it as one interaction while still having multiple pages. I'll just rename that tabs intro left. Cool. And then now what we need to do is to take all the content from the original interaction page and move it down into the chapter level. And what that does is it makes all the content accessible from any page within that chapter. So we go to page 1 and we can still see everything there that we could see before because it's on the chapter level. So that's pretty cool. The next thing that we need to do is create a page for each of the 6 tabs, as well as one for the introduction. So to do that, we can make this little shortcut by renaming this as intro page. We'll just move that to be right before page 1. But then we need another page for all the other tabs, so I'm going to go ahead and add all of those. Okay, cool. So now we have an intro page and 6 different interactions. Okay, so now in order to properly get it working, there's this hide tab content action group that really it just hides all the other tabs. We need to really just get rid of it, but you got to be careful in some interactions. Some of them have extra ones that reset variables or other things like that. So you want to make sure that you don't get rid of those actions. But because this one doesn't have any of those, I'm just going to go ahead and hit delete on that. What happens now is on each of these buttons, though, is you have this hide content action that doesn't work anymore. And that will make it so that your interaction or your entire course won't publish because of that error. So what you need to do, if you deleted the action group like I did, you need to get rid of those actions in each of the buttons. So I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. Get rid of that. We can minimize these as we go along. And then I'm just hitting the delete key on this one so that saves a little bit of time. Don't have to right click on it, anything like that. Okay, so that should be all those. And well, I guess while we're in there, we could go to each of these actions that show tab content. And rather than showing the tab content, what we need it to do is go to a specific page. So because this leads to tab 1, we're going to take it to page 1. And that looks fine there, just in the existing window and all that. So we're going to do that to each of the buttons. I'm going to go to page 2, and page 3 down there, and then let's see, got page 4 there, and then oops, down here, go to page 5, the last one, go to page 6. Okay, So that should be all working. Refresh it. Still looks good. Okay, now what we need to do is to go into the tab content, because that's still all on the chapter level. What we need to do here is to select all of these, and you'll notice up here it says that it's initially hidden. And this really saves a lot of time going into each page, making sure that each content isn't initially hidden. But because we're going to each individual page rather than showing hidden content, we don't need that checked anymore. And so next thing that we need to do is move each of the content into its corresponding page, so that when we go to that page we'll be able to see that content. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. And then this introduction content really just needs to go into the intro page. And we'll just have that keep all the different buttons on there, everything like that. Okay. Cool. So now that we got all that content, I'm just going to go up here and publish it real quick to show you what it looks like. Cool. So get it opened up here. It all comes in just fine, and you'll notice up here that it's going to each individual page. And of course you can tweak some of the other things in there once you get further into it, but it's working good. Cool.